What is up, you guys? I have a recipe for you today that I filmed over the weekend. I was craving a wrap, like a nice veggie, sushi, feta, something. And you can't have feta, right? Because I'm doing dairy free. But I wanted some kind of wrap. I don't know, like a balsamic, mustard, maple syrup mixture, dressing, really crunchy, delicious, fresh veggies. So I made a wrap using only 2 ingredients. Actually 1, but 1 is not really an ingredient, but it kind of is. So if you want to see how I made these wraps, and this is not my recipe, I found this just online. It was so good, and I'm going to show you exactly how I made it so that you can have wraps. You can use these as noodles if you cut them up into a million little pieces. You can use it as a wrap. You can use it as lasagna noodles. I mean, we can also have pasta on this plant-based lifestyle, right? But I just kind of wanted something that had higher protein and not like the bready kind of stuff, right? To keep my whole food plant-based life kind of on track. So I'm going to show you how I did it, and here it comes. Good morning, guys. All right, so let's start off with this. This is quinoa. It's non-GMO, and it's the little white pearls. I believe this was purchased at Stop and Shop. Oh my gosh, I am tongue-tied this morning. So what you want to do is you want to take about 200 grams of it dried and put it in a bowl, and we're going to soak it in some water. It doesn't have to be cold, hot, room temperature, nothing specific. We're just going to soak it, and preferably overnight if you can, but I'm going to allow about 6 hours, and I'm going to cover this bowl with tin foil and just let it sit on the counter here for 6 hours. Once it's soaked, we're going to rinse it really well. We're going to put it in the NutriBullet with some other ingredients, and I will show you that when it comes time. But this is the base of the batter to make the wraps. How cool is this? I'm so excited to show you this recipe. All right, so this is about 8 hours later. As you can see, the water has just encompassed these little granules. And what I'm going to do from here is transport all of these into a little wire sieve to drain the water out, and then once that's done, I'll rinse one more time, and I will be putting here in my NutriBullet, as you can see. Doesn't matter if a little bit of water gets in there, because we're going to be adding a full cup of water to this, and then we're going to blend it up in the NutriBullet, and you'll see it creates some kind of batter-like consistency, almost like between a crepe and a pancake. So depending upon how thin you want these, obviously that's how much water you would add. So I just added a cup here in my Uba bowl, and then I'm going to blend this up. Wait till you see how good this comes out. Like I said, it comes out like a batter type consistency. So we're going to put it in the NutriBullet and let it go. Flame is lit, and here comes the batter. I am using a half a cup measuring cup. You could do whatever you want, but I definitely suggest that you use a non-stick surface and do not use any type of oil if that's the type of plan you're following. I'm not using any oil, so it's just depending upon the resilience of my pan here. So I have if you have a round pan, you'd probably be able to make more of a tortilla. These are kind of just wraps. Long squares or long rectangles roll up really nice. And I'm cooking these about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Like a pancake, you'll start to see the change in the batter color like the one here on the left. It's not flipped yet. So as time goes on, you'll see color changes. But what I look for is the edges. When they start to curl up just a little bit, that's how you know it's ready to be flipped. These came out a little thicker than I would have liked, so I'd probably add a little bit more water to the NutriBullet before I did it, but they came out so good, and I'm going to show you. I think I got about 6 or 8 of these out of that one big NutriBullet. And again, if I didn't mention it, I don't recall, it was about 200 grams of the quinoa. So that's what we're working with. And you see how they just flip off the nonstick surface? They're so easy to manipulate. So I'm going to continue cooking these. I'm going to get a whole plate together and I will show you the final result. All right, so here's the final result. This one looks like a little bit of a street taco shell, but you see how pliable they are and how easy they are to roll? You can stuff this with anything. I don't care what plan you're on. I'm plant-based, but you could fill this easily with chicken and lettuce and seafood if that's what you do. For me, it's just going to be lots of veggies, some hummus, all kinds of goodness. I just got home from work and I'm doing your outro. I keep them in a Ziploc. Look at that. They're so easy. I'm going to go put one, I think in the air fryer just to heat it up for a little bit. But here they are cold. Look how pliable. And the only ingredients in this is the quinoa, water, and just a dash of salt. You could put garlic powder, onion powder, paprika. You could add parsley. You literally could do anything. You could even make these, you could even put some Nutella, some fruit, I mean, the possibilities are endless. Just consider them like wraps. You can even use them as pancakes and put pure maple syrup on top. I mean, the sky is the limit. So my plan for tonight is to do, I just went and bought this, some lettuce. I'm going to do some hummus. I'm going to chop up some beets, some cucumbers, some carrots. I have an onion that I'm going to use. I mean, I don't know, but that's what I'm having for dinner. Probably going to have 2 of these. I'm going to roll it up and eat them as a wrap. So let me say this. That's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed today's video and I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.